Hey guys, Digital Lifestyle here. This video is from Digital Asset Investor, and he's actually put out this video. Well, this went back way back, 10th of September 21. But it's in relation to what I'm going to show you with regards to what's happening with crypto law and John Deaton's case against the XRP lawsuit with what's happening right now in this space. Anyway, let me play this video.
Answers that come to mind that might render a token sale as something other than a securities offering?
The initial sale, it's quite hard to have an initial sale without having a securities offering, which is why the chairman has noted that the initial sale of these may require compliance or exemptions.
Let me ask you a question about that. Is it possible that a utility token would not be a security because it's not done for capital formation?
It is certainly possible that there are tokens that would not have the hallmarks of a security. And over time, many of these fundraisings are intended to develop networks where a token may be used to buy a good or service, and that's its only use. It doesn't have much utility.
No, I understand, but there's a difference.
In other senses.
If you can just, this is the difference. I mean, I get this all the time. People are suggesting that everything that is done in this area involves a currency or something like a currency or security. But in fact, a security or a utility token is nothing more than a card, if you would, that will allow you access to a certain platform so that you can participate. Is it possible in your jurisdiction that that may not qualify as something that's a security offering?
We certainly can imagine a token where the holder is buying it for its utility and not as an investment. And in those cases, especially if it's a decentralized network in which it's used,
XRP.
Central actors who would have just information asymmetries where they know more than the investors in those tokens.
And I got to get this in before my time runs out. You've stated that, quote, sponsors of offerings conducted through the use of a distributed ledger or blockchain technology must comply with the securities law, close quote. You also stated, quote, investors need the essential facts behind any investment opportunity so they can make fully informed decisions. How can we improve the regulatory clarity for entrepreneurs here in the United States so that their contribution to something that may not be a security will not see enforcement actions by the SEC?
I'll allow a quick reply.
One of the things we're doing is meeting with the participants who have these ideas and think that they may have a token that shouldn't be regulated as a security, to work through with them how that may be structured.
Answers that come to mind that might...
Right, he said we meet with these people. Right, XRP had met with these people, and they have been doing it ever since I think 2013. Right, and they were getting some clarity, but not an awful lot. Yet they ended up in court. Now I'm going to play this video because this is something that I hope will make you think about what's actually going on with this XRP case and what you can do as well to help the matter, because it will help the crypto space in general anyway, and it will help you if you're an XRP investor, whether you're an XRP investor or not. This is a matter of what the SEC can do to crypto if they lose this case, and with Ripple. But let's listen.
In 2017, when William Hinman was named Director of Corporation Finance at the SEC, he fought behind the scenes while in office to keep getting millions of dollars in payments from his old law firm, Simpson Thacher. Hinman was warned repeatedly that this meant if he did anything as a public official that affected Simpson Thacher, he'd be breaking the law. Simpson Thacher joined the enterprise Ethereum Alliance, a group with the sole mission to promote Ethereum, while paying Hinman millions. In 2018, Hinman gave a high-profile speech declaring that Ethereum's digital token, Ether, is not a security.
We believe current offers and sales of Ether are not securities transactions.
The price of Ether immediately took off.
There, that was after the comments by the SEC. So, interesting market action there, right? Whoa.
Did William Hinman break the law? Federal rules say that even the appearance of a conflict is a serious violation by public officials. How did this happen? Why was Hinman allowed to promote Ether in a speech given his financial conflicts? And how did a speech involving so much of the SEC staff that was certain to move the crypto markets fail to be screened for conflicts that would have been found with a single Google search? The crypto markets are in turmoil, and investors don't feel protected. How can we have confidence in the SEC if conflicts of interest are left unchecked? It's time for an investigation. A watchdog organization, Empower Oversight, has sent a formal referral of evidence on Hinman to the SEC's Inspector General. Now they need to act. Only Congress has oversight on the SEC. Demand your lawmakers support an investigation. Connect to Congress today.
So that brings me on to John Deaton's website, and I'm going to leave this video here. After that, I think, because at the end of the day, I'm not going to leave it there, because I think there's a little bit more not to say about this, but just to talk about Ripples and CBDCs. They're actually in pilot with that, and I'll show you some connections there anyway. But yeah, it's important that as crypto holders, as people with digital assets, if you are in this space, and this is not financial advice, but one, keep your crypto safe, blah blah blah, take them off exchanges. But the other thing is to connect to Congress with regards to XRP, and hope that we have more clarity going forward with Ripple, and that for the whole space, because I think things are going to heat up for Gary. Here there's a meeting, I think it's either this Tuesday or next Tuesday, with the Oversight Committee, and how they look at what Gary Gensler is doing in this space. And I've been hearing word that he's rolling back kind of what he's saying and all that kind of stuff. And the video the other day, people picked out certain things, but about lying and stuff like that. But Gary Gensler's been lying anyway, because he's been helping people to continue to lie to this space by not giving clarity. And that's, in my view of mission, that you're not prepared to give clarity. If you're not prepared to give clarity, then there's something wrong there. So anyway, right, right. Ripple's global, they are with some of the biggest companies on the world. I've shown this before. Saab, Modular, there's tons of them. They are SBI, a major, I think they're Japanese, I can't remember, but they're a major remittance company. You can see the connections here. They're building connections. They're not standing still just because of this case with the SEC, right? This is another thing. CBDC is the future of fiat. This came out on the 14th, and they are involved in this. And because if you look at the World Economic Forum, and this is their website, Ripple is doing for value what the internet did for information, enabling its instant and seamless flow around the world. Ripple calls this the Internet of Value, IOV, using blockchain and cryptocurrency technology. Ripple is dedicated to creating powerful gains in financial efficiency, equity, inclusion. In addition, Ripple is developing and enabling the future use case that will catalyze new digital economy for governments, businesses and consumers. Ripple has offices in San Francisco, headquarters New York, London, Mumbai, Singapore, Sao Paulo, whatever that word says, I cannot say that, Reykjavik, Washington DC, and Dubai. They're not standing still. They're going to be building the CBDC. More than 70%, for this is talking about financial inclusion, more than 70% of respondents surveyed across 5 global regions believe CBDC stand to deliver major social change within the next 5 years, with Asia Pacific racking up the highest, 89%. Specifically, 4 out of 5 regions see financial inclusion as greater access to credit as the largest potential breakthrough to be driven by CBDCs. So there is a point to having CBDCs. I am not a fan of them in the sense that they do not allow privacy and all that kind of stuff. The same with what we have with the dollar, the pound, the yen, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not sure the yen has privacy because I think that's digital now. But that aside, we still need privacy, and when we can have that, then I'll be happy with that. But you know, I come back again, working World Economic Forum. There was this other one here. This is from the IMF. You can see there. Report transforming global payments, enabling internet of value, and this is from the IMF. So this is moving forward, but regardless of whether we like it or not, we're going to have a digital currency. Hopefully, within the next few days, next few weeks, we will know more about what's going on with Ripple, and hopefully, you know, it could be that there is a settlement. I'm not saying there will be. It could be that there's Gary Gensler tries his, you know, some more tactics, but I think time's running out on that one. It could also mean that we have clarity on a settlement date, maybe in 2023 or before, by the end of this year. But I look at this period as time, as the prices are so low, especially in Ripple and the use case coins in particular, XDC, XLM, HBAR, IOTA, XRP, XDC, and XLM. All those particular coins with use case are cheap as chips right now. Not financial advice, but you can pick them up right now, and you know, even if you just put a $10 or $20 or $30, whatever it is, whatever you can afford if you're unemployed, you should be looking at this and thinking, what can I do to change my future going forward? It may not happen for 5 years. Remember, crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. For those involved in those, good luck to you. For those on here, coming on here, and I noticed a couple of replies to the videos that I put out. People saying, oh, I've earned $15,000 in how many days, or $29,000, whatever. Yeah, that's you. If you want to sit there scamming people, that is on you. Remember, karma. What goes around comes around. Yeah, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that, because I am not subscribing to any of you. I will never respond to you directly and ask you for information and how to do it, because I am not endorsing that. I do not endorse anything like that, because I think it's wrong. It's not. It's immoral to lead people up that path and then to scam them. And I am sick and tired of seeing that in this space. I have been scammed. I have been affected by that. I'm not by people posting on channels, but by people telling me, oh, get into this, get into that, or looking around on the internet and finding this and finding it. I've been literally allowed myself to be scammed. I grew up in 2019, and I suggest anybody else in this space who's in this space doing what, going out there and getting involved in these low-level, unregulated businesses. If you want to carry on doing that, that's up to you. But don't drag other people into it. Yeah, that's your choice. Yeah, don't drag other people into it, because you're just as complicit. Especially when people point it out to you that these are scams, or they don't work, or they will never work, or they'll be gone in 3 months. Yeah, how many of those videos that I've done, if people go back and if I check back myself, how many of those companies are still alive today? None, probably. Anyway, that I've done me right. Take care of yourself. Just look at this from this point of view, right? We're moving to the digital age. There's no stopping it, right? In fact, I think we're already there. It's just waiting for somebody to say, okay, push the button. Yeah, and then we're gone. Anyway, you take care, guys. Have a good day. Remember, don't get scammed. Get regulated.